Hello, I'm Vicki Leroux with Create and Adorn. Thank you for selecting this video. On this channel, we are here to inspire modern jewelry creators just like you by sharing contemporary jewelry designs that use kind of minimal techniques, minimal materials, and minimal time, and still get stunning results. Each week, I share new designs, ideas, products, tips, all to enhance your jewelry making journey. So if that sounds like fun to you, I hope you'll consider subscribing. This week, I have a new kit to share as well as some new gorgeous components. I do just want to share a little bit about last week's video. I had a couple new kits and I'm actually wearing both of them. So one is the Diamond Girl long one. I know you can't see the whole thing, but it's so gorgeous on her, right? It's in the golden gunmetal with that little biwa pendant. She's so beautiful. But I also shared this little golden, she's called Golden Triangle. I hope you can see her. That it's the mix of that satin gold triangle component with the bright silver chain and crystal little tassel that I did in silver. But I also made her in the gold with gunmetal chain too, and has kind of green opal stuff, but it's very neutral. So now she's available in 2 colors. So both these kits are still available. The Diamond Girl, I think she's $45, and the Golden Triangle one is $17.50, so really great deal. And of course there's discount codes, discount codes in the description box below. I'm going to jump into this week's new kit before I go to components, because I just made it last night, and it's a little different than what we've done recently, but this is our Luxe leather lariat. I just love the alliterations. I had a similar design that I made a while back that I wanted to update it, and so I just really love it. I'm going to take it off the stand here. Well, and I'll show one thing before I put it on. A lot of times people love the idea of a lariat because there's no clasp, so you can adjust the length, technically. And especially if you're allergic to metals, a lariat, especially in a leather, then you don't have a metal that's touching your skin. But one thing people don't like about lariats is that they don't always stay right where you put them, right? You drop whatever through or cross it or however, and during the day it might move or it doesn't stay. And so that's kind of one thing I've been really conscientious of as we've done new lariats. This is just knotted, a really open, easy knot, but so that she stays right there, and stays in place all day as you wear it. So let me take it off of here. Sorry, you can't see it. And I'm going to take off all this jewelry. The lariat that it was inspired by, that's similar to it, was in brown, like dark brown, and had the crystals and little loops and things, but it was longer, and so the little dangles and things on the end, were just really low. You couldn't see them. So I'm gonna put her on. So I made this one a little shorter, and the kit comes with 1.5 yards of leather, so you can definitely wear it longer if you'd like to. I ended up cutting some of the length off, but so right, the ends are dropping through that loop. And so what I was saying is, when we do a lariat, and just the older style just drop through like this, which is great, and the idea really would be that the weight would keep this down, so that probably would stay, but okay. But what kind of neat thing I liked about this one is that then I'm putting a big open knot here, and I will tighten that up a little bit, like not super tight, but just so it lays there, and you'd adjust it. I'm using the camera, so not really a mirror to adjust this. And I might still cut this shorter. Like I said, I just made this last night so that these dangles hit up, up here a little bit. But I just think it's just really lovely. And what I was saying before is I did this kit in a dark green, just as a different, fresher color, for fall, for season, for just something new for this season, instead of a brown or a black. That I still think it's dark enough where it's really neutral, but it's got a little bit of pop of color in there, which I think is really nice. So there she be. I think it's very, very fun. And like I said, you wouldn't have to do this knot here, but it's very simple. And like any leather piece of jewelry, the more you wear it, the more supple it is, and the more it stays in place and that kind of thing. And so this one is brand new, and so she's still a little stiff, but she'll get there. But I really love it. And so this kit is available, very affordable. This one's only $14.95, so less than, or $14.50, less than $15, plus you have a discount code. So, and if you don't want to do the kit, it's good. Chances are good you have the 2mm leather and then just the different crystals and things. The wonderful benefit about doing our kits is that I, color coordinate everything. And so I made what I think is a really beautiful color story of crystals in just gorgeous fall colors, kind of beautiful soft greens and champagnes and honey colors and things. So it's really, really lovely. Okay, let's get dressed again, shall we? Okay. Get our necklace and everything put back together. So, that's the new kit that is available now on our website, and as well as last week's kits are still available. And so our little golden triangle girl, and this is the diamond girl. And I was mentioning last week, it's long, right? It's meant to be kind of a little more impactful and look kind of beautiful over our long fall sweaters, or with a long tunic. I think it would be really pretty. But you could make this obviously shorter. It uses 7 of these beautiful satin gold diamond shapes, but you could take the last 2 off and use those for earrings, right? And you could just do a little bit shorter. There's clasp in the back to adjust the length, and I just was in the mood for something kind of long and luscious and lovely for fall that's coming. Okay, let's go on to new components I have this week. I'm very excited about. So the first one is just the stunning, look at her, right? So I don't know what that is, a leaf shape maybe with some scallops. It's just stunning. So you can get an idea of the shape of her, right? But just beautiful, right? It couldn't be kind of easier if I wanted to just do that into an earring. I'll just use our little ball ends, and you open the front of the ball end earring and slip the component over the back of it, and then you close the front again, and that's it. And she's an earring, and she's done, right? You could obviously dangle something there too if you wanted to, but it's a lovely size. The satin on these in particular, some reason, just looks extra kind of sparkly, and they're very lightweight, gorgeous. These components are only $2.50, so they are only available in gold. Sometimes it's just how it is from my manufacturer, but just so in love with them. Oh, I was going to show you the earrings I have on too. These are just our 3, they're called a 3-loop component, and I've shared them before, but they've been out of stock in the gold for a while, and so I've got the gold back in stock. There's my earring. Let me show you what they look like on their own though. And this is a new color though, in this antique brass or bronze color. So we call it a 3-loop because it comes with 3 loops already hooked together in this kind of stamped or pattern. Look at that little texture, isn't that pretty? So this is an antique bronze. It's so lovely. And again, earring could not be simpler. I have them also available in silver. So these are my silver pair where I did a pearl in the middle. I think they're, of course, gorgeous and impactful enough for you not to have to add anything, but in these I added a little pearl. Very sweet. And we just make a gorgeous, gorgeous earring. Because the loop on the top kind of goes a different direction for it to hang forward, you could put it directly on the ear wire, but then it would hang this direction, which is fine if that's the direction you want it to hang. But if you want to face forward for an earring, we just need to add a little loop at the top. I added one of our textured jump rings, and then I'm opening the ball head pin again. You can use any ear wire. I'm just a super fan of these because they're really beautiful, and you just open the front really easily, and it still makes a very big, beautiful impact. And there we be. There is this gorgeous earring now in the brass. So simple, right? And these little components are $350. So, but now they're available in 3 color stories, which I think is really fun. And then here's the satin gold, which is what I was wearing. So I just love them. Lightweight, really, again, makes a gorgeous impact. Just really fun. Okay, and the last component I'm going to show you, my customers are going to lose their mind about it. They love an animal. So here is an elephant. Not just any elephant. It's an elephant with a lotus flower in her. And it's textured and stamped on both sides, like all my components. But for these kind of extra cool ones, it's really important because then your earrings can, mirror each other instead of going the same direction. I hate that on cheap components where the texture design's only on the one side, but yet it's, a particular flower that faces this way, or in this case, this animal. But this way, you can make the earrings to actually, mirror each other. They're available both in satin silver and satin gold. I did a little quick earring for her. Look at that. Look at how sweet. Could you die? Look how cute those are. So stinking cute. And I just did a couple little dangles off the ear wire there. Again, could not be easier. So I am just putting, here's the ear wires again, and they're not the only ear wire on our website, but they are our satin ball ear wires. And I just love them because the ball is good size in the front, and then it's flattened at the top, and they're just a beautiful shape, more modern. I think they're really pretty. Anyway, I'm opening that to the front, and I'm going to string on 3 little bitty black crystal components that you could make by just putting a crystal or a stone or a pearl just onto a ball head pin and making a loop at the top. End of story. Whoopsie. And I'm going to put 3 of them on here. Right, so there's the little 3 of them. And I'm going to move them till they're all the way in the front, hanging off the ear wire. Right? So they're hanging off the ear wire. And then I'm going to string on the elephant. Now let me make sure, since I already made one, I want to make sure she goes the correct direction. I've strung on our Miss Elephant and closed the loop. And that is it. I mean, this couldn't be, easier. Look how darling. Look how darling those are. So these are available now, gold and silver. They're only $350, which is a great price for such a substantial component. Like I said, the lotus flower textures on both sides. I just think they're really beautiful. Super, super excited about them. Oh, and I was going to mention the little rings I keep using at the top of everything, right? Our little textured jump rings. That's just our textured chain. And I've showed it a few times, but for anyone new, this is a textured chain. You can buy it by the half foot, and these just come off. The little links, unlike most chain, these little links just open, right? You use 2 chain nose or bent chain, and they just open like a jump ring, to the side. But the one thing about them, you really can only open them like twice. By the third time, you're going to break them here because they're not jump rings. But I use them in place of jump rings anywhere they'd be visible because I think they're just beautiful. And they come in the bright gold, bright silver, and gunmetal. So in every color, that works. Oh, I know what I was going to do too. I was going to just throw one of these on a chain real quick. I mean, not like you couldn't imagine what that looks like, but so here's one of those little rings in gunmetal that I'll put on our elephant and close it up. So now, right, even though there was a loop on there, but now a chain can go through her, and she's facing the right way, right? So, there, isn't that cute? So let's talk about a simple necklace. Here we'll put maybe a little textured chain. This is cute. There's a little texture. Look how darling. So she's so sweet. So those are our new components this week. I'm in love with them. Very, very simple. That's the whole idea of this channel and my company, is to show you designs that are unique and modern, but have a simplicity about them that still feel extra luxe, that still feel really luxury and look high-end because they are good quality materials. So, but very easy designs anyone, can make. But like I mentioned, I do have new designs available as a kit each week that you can purchase. The Lariat was one. These are other ones that will include all the materials that, as shown, along with step-by-step style sheets, what I call style sheets, but instructions. And our members, I can put a link to the membership below as well. It's only $20 a month. And members get the style sheets for every new design and kit I do each week in their inbox for free. So they'll get the instructions, whether they don't have to buy the kit or anything, but it's quite probable that you might have a lot of these materials at home or materials that would work in place of them. So each week our members get that style sheet for free, but they also have complete access to our separate video library that's off of YouTube that are technique videos, how to purl knot, how to wire work, as well as complete step-by-step tutorials for every project where I would actually show, how every step of this, how I'm doing the wire wrap, how I'm doing these loops. So for each design, there's also a full online class tutorial as well. And other things too, but that's kind of the good stuff. Oh, and they get 20% off every purchase on our website, which is substantial. I mean, that covers the cost of membership right there. Which reminds me, before I go, I want to mention our live stream. So this, we're just getting back into live streams after not doing them for a couple months. And so this time, maybe these next few times, it'll still be on YouTube, open to the public, but eventually it is meant to be a members perk. However, our next live stream, Saturday, October 3rd, will be the first Saturday of each month going forward. And a month prior, I show you the design we're going to do so that you can order the kit in advance and enough time to get it to make the kit with us. And what we're doing our beautiful Cartier cuff, right? She's so pretty in October. So the live streams, which is basically doing the class with me, I like to reserve those projects for ones that are maybe a little more advanced, a little more challenging, so that I am there to help you with it step by step. So these beautiful Cartier cuffs, they're available in 8 color stories. Here's the silver, right? Here's our gold, right? And this was inspired after a cuff I saw on Cartier website many years ago, but there's just a few colors. The kit's $40. Comes, of course, with all the materials, safety chains, all your chains and needles and things hooked up, ready to go. Our members get 20% discount off that, which is substantial. So I'll put a link to the membership. Give it a try. I think you'll love it. You can cancel it anytime. Order any of the kits or components you see here. There's, like I said, our members get 20% off, but there's also a 10% off code in the description below. It's just BeatBabe10 so that anyone can get 10% off. And it's free shipping for orders over $20. I think that's all the spiel. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's video. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. If you're not already, follow us on other social medias. Links are below, Instagram, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. It is my absolute privilege to be a part of your jewelry journey. So I hope to see you back here next week. And until then, please sparkle brightly like the star that you are. Mwah. Peace.